Hello, everybody. Welcome in. This is my first stream of the year, and we're already on January 17th. I can't believe it's been so long, but we were on some vacations and hanging out and stuff. But we're going to ease back into it in January, and then February we'll be hitting the ground running with more Nerd Crew streams. But until then, I had to go live because the Crunchyroll Anime Awards are finally here, and it's time to do some voting. We did this for the Game Awards, and we're going to do it for the Anime Awards as well, because we find it a lot of fun. With me, I got Erica. She wants to say hello. Or not. You there?
I'm sorry, I was muted. I'm here.
There you go. It's just us today. We might have others drop in and out. We'll see. Hopefully you guys in chat will have a good time and cast your votes with us. We got a ton of categories, although for some reason I feel like this is less categories than last year. I could be wrong, but doesn't it seem like smaller for some reason?
No, not to me. It seems
No?
like the right amount.
Well, let's go through the categories real quick. We got Best Voice Artist Performance in English and Japanese.
Oh wait, yeah, Best Boy is not on there.
I was just going to say, then Best Ending Sequence, Best Opener, Best Score, Best Anime Song.
Best Slice of Life. I don't remember that being there, was it?
I think Best Slice of Life was there. Must Protect at All Cost character. They got rid of Best Boy and Best Girl and put that instead. Best
Okay.
Supporting, Best Main Character, Best Slice of Life, Drama, Fantasy, Action, Comedy, Romance. Didn't we already say that? Oh, no. Okay.
No.
Art Direction, Cinematography, Director, Character Design, Animation, Original Anime, Best Film, Best New Series, Best Continuing, and Anime of the Year. Do you have any predictions at all?
Any predictions?
Like anything you
No,
want to see,
there was
maybe?
a ton of good stuff that's come out and has been coming out that it's gonna be tough. I know animation wise, I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen's gonna get some stuff,
I
but there
think
have been
Attack on Titan might be in there as well. They had really good
Oh
animation
yeah.
on the final season.
I got a couple ideas for opening best songs, but I want to save them and see if they're even nominated. So, or opening sequence.
Yeah. I'm just trying to do our thing. Does it not work? Yeah. Just trying to get our socials working, but yeah, I mean, we'll see what's up there. There a lot of stuff came out, but remember last year they didn't include the winter season, so we're gonna see a lot of stuff
Yeah.
from last year's winter season.
That's my concern. I gotta remember
Like
that.
Chainsaw Man's gonna be in there, and Best Ending Sequence, I have a feeling is gonna be like 5 things, in which 3 of them are gonna be just Chainsaw Man endings because they did a different one for every single thing.
Oh,
But
that's right.
yeah, but we'll see. I'm trying to see if our socials thing. Am I spelling socials wrong? Is that the problem? Or is it just not working?
SOCIALS socials.
Yeah, it's not working. Try typing in yourself, see if it works.
Okay, well.
Exclamation point socials.
Exclamation points. Socials.
Okay, well, it worked for you. I don't know why it's not working for the Nerd Crew one, but that's fine, as long as it pops in. Okay. I may post this onto the YouTube if I do, and if you're watching this on YouTube, take some notes. Let's see if our predictions end up coming true. The Anime Awards voting ends, I think, in like 10 days, right? You can resubmit one ballot every day until, January 27th. So it's got about 10 days worth of voting. You can vote each day if you want. We're not going to be doing that. I'm going to vote once, and that's going to be it. And then we'll see. We'll vote along with you. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and cast your votes, comment, see what you voted on, and we'll see on the 27th if, well, I guess the awards aren't the 27th, but whenever the awards are, we'll see who the winner and losers are. But let's get into it. Let's go to Best Voice Artist Performance English. All right. Now remember, we're trying to vote with what we know, and I didn't watch a lot of English. I didn't see a whole ton of English like TikToks either, but I did get a couple of these. So right now we got Abby Trott, who played Nezuko, who I didn't hear anything of hers. She doesn't really have a lot of lines, so I don't know if
No,
they're talking
Nezuko
about...
doesn't have a lot of lines, and the only thing that really struck with everybody is I think when she said good morning for like the first time in like a long ass time speaking.
But I never heard that in English. I only heard it in Japanese, so I can't vote for
I
Abby.
heard
I'm
it in
sorry.
Japanese too, yeah.
Then we
I would have to say I'd go classic for me, Johnny Ongbosh.
Is he still
Ichigo.
doing Ichigo?
He is. He is.
Oh my god. I thought they replaced him, honestly, because it's been so
No,
long. I didn't realize they
no,
was like, yeah,
he
come on
is
back.
still doing it. And
Okay.
he does and I've heard clips from the English version. He still does a good job.
Yeah.
I've actually met the man in person too. He's a pretty awesome dude. So I'm gonna be a little biased and choose Johnny
Okay.
Youngbash.
Then we got Marissa Durin from Sagiri in Hell's Paradise. Again, Sagiri, that's the main girl, right? That's not the ninja girl.
I believe so. Yeah.
I haven't really heard her voice. Austin Tyndall, who played Million Knives in Trigun Stampede. I also didn't hear the English, but I did hear these last two. Lexi Nieto, who's Tomo, and Tomo-chan is a girl. I actually did see like a quick English clip of that. It wasn't bad. And then you've got Denji, Ryan Colt Levy, who I will say I've heard a couple of them in English, and it was okay.
I wasn't the biggest fan. I heard his in English, and I just didn't think the voice matched the
Yeah.
character.
So if I'm gonna have to vote with what I know, it's gonna have to be either Johnny or Lexi, and I'm gonna give it to Lexi because I think from the clips I heard, I did hear some good stuff. I think Johnny's gonna win though because he's got the name recognition, but I'm gonna go for the underdog and vote for Lexi personally. Do they have a clip? No, they don't. Sometimes they have clips
No.
and stuff, but
Sometimes they do, and I wish they did for this.
all right. So now we hit previous, I think. Or actually, I'm just gonna go down to category so I don't accidentally fuck up and go to like anime
It
of the
is
year.
previous. Yeah. No, it's previous. I
It is
just
previous.
checked.
Okay. All right. So best voice actor performance in Japanese. Now this I know much better. We got Atsumi Tanizaki from Spy X Family, Anya, who
Anya.
what did I just recently find out she also plays?
She plays Farron.
She plays Firin. That's right. And she does a great job in both of those.
She does. That's why I'm like leaning towards her. But I did like, of course, the Gojo character is always a good go for me.
All right,
It
don't
does a
jump
really
ahead
good-
too far. Hold on, let's go through the list.
All right.
Then we got Mayumi Tanaka, who is Luffy from One Piece, who she's been doing One Piece for what, like fucking 10, 15 years? Like I'm sure she
More
has a
than
couple
that.
I'm sure she has a couple awards under her belt, or she better at least at that point.
I don't think the Luffy voice actor has ever changed.
It's going too soon. She apparently is retiring.
Really?
Yeah, first off, they're rebooting One Piece. I don't know why they decided to do this, but they're rebooting the original. And
Maybe
then,
that's why.
And I think that pushed her out. I think some article claimed like she's getting up there in age, so they're kind of pushing her out to try and get a new
I
voice
think
actor.
that's stupid.
But and then we got Yuki Kaji, who's Eren Yeager, who you gotta admit, I mean, he does a hell of a job, man. But
One Piece started in 1999.
especially in the final chapters, man, he did a really good job, like
He did.
all the way through. Like this is a tough category because all these people did good. You got Kikunosuke Toya, who was Denji, who I think he did a pretty good job as Denji. Honestly, like I don't think it was like outstanding though. And this is the problem because they didn't have winter last year. You're gonna see Chainsaw Man in like everything, and you're like, I don't even remember Chainsaw Man as well anymore because it's been an entire year. And I'm gonna tell you right now that most likely this year's winter stuff is also gonna be excluded, just like last year's was. So a lot of cool stuff happened this winter. So we're probably gonna end up missing a lot of stuff because of that. Then next is Yoshino Aoyama, who was Bocchi and Bocchi the Rock. I still haven't seen Bocchi the Rock, but I hear amazing things about it, and now I kind of wish I had seen it just to hear. I have heard her voice actor a little bit on TikToks, and she's pretty good. And then the last one we have is Yuichi Nakamura, who is Gojo and Jujutsu Kaisen. And I mean, I feel like he had a lot more lines in season 2, so you really got to hear like him at his peak, like especially when he's doing like the crazy scene and everything. So it's tough. I kind of want to vote for Gojo's voice actor, Eren Yeager's voice actor, and Anya's voice actor. All three of them are like phenomenal. That's a tough pick. What are you leaning towards?
After listening to both Anya and then her doing the actress doing the Feyren one, and I actually have finally started watching a little bit of it.
Oh, you watching Freerin?
Yes. Oh my god. Holy crap. She does a really good job. So, and then I know that technically I'm supposed to be focusing on that you did Anya, But the fact that she can switch to that, it makes me want to vote for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I think if I had to take a guess, I have a weird feeling that Luffy's voice actor is going to win just because they know she's retiring soon. I think she's going to get like a sympathy vote for it.
I looked that stuff up. I don't see anything about it.
No? I remember seeing an article saying that they were trying to force her out. Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
I feel like that might be fake news.
I don't think so. Let's see. Has revealed she's ready to leave the voice behind. She wants Luffy to be her final royal, and that was in August of 2022.
Luffy being her final role, yeah.
Yeah, but it says here that she revealed that she's ready to leave voice acting behind. Like she's done with it pretty much.
Huh.
But I also saw another article that kind of claimed that she might be getting kind of like forced retired out because she's getting older.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ew.
this is all from like last summer. This stuff. It was like right after the live action came out. There was articles about this. So yeah, I think she might get some of the sympathy vote from that. Personally, though, I think I'm gonna go with Gojo. I can remember distinctly like some of the scenes that he did this time around because he had a lot more. I feel like this season 2 specifically, he had a lot more lines, a lot better lines, and he really had to stretch out what he was doing. So I'm gonna vote for Gojo's voice actor. I'm surprised his English actor didn't get a nominee because people love the English actor. I don't remember his name, but I know at like all the conventions, people are like fawning over him and his voice. All right,
I think they're more fawning over the character, but yeah.
Next is best ending sequence.
Here we go.
This is ending. Remember, this is not beginning. But
no, but
ending,
look what's on there because even the ending was fantastic.
We've got Akari from Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. Which I might have to play these. I have a thing.
You're gonna have to play this because I had to play. I'm gonna have to play the Jujutsu Kaisen one because I don't remember it at all.
Here, just listen in because I'm gonna look all these up one by one. Because I don't really listen to endings as much usually, but I do still try to listen to them.
I'm glad they specified which chainsaw ending too.
They had to.
They had to write the whole thing.
Okay, so let's see. This is. I'm trying to find not the full one.
Just go ending at the back of it.
I am. Yeah, this one's a little bit on the low beat one. I'd pass on that one, honestly. Then we've got Color for the Spy X Family ending. Let's try and look that up.
Hold on, now you gotta make me look these up. Alright,
let's see.
Said Color? What was the name of it?
Yeah, it's called Color, Spy X Family Season 1 Core 2. So it's the second of the first season. Oh, this was a good one.
This is the one where he's walking on the roof, right?
No. Oh, yeah, he's walking on the roof at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a good one.
This is not bad.
That's not too bad. All right, next we got Happiness of the Dead, which is Zom 100s.
Yes! This is absolutely my vote. This is great.
Do you listen to the ending of this one?
This one I have, yeah.
I know you love the beginning, but I can't, like, I'm blind.
No, the ending where they're doing, like, their little traveling.
Remember, this is the first one, not the second one.
I thought I got the first one. Yeah. The second one's not too bad. It's good too, but this one's not bad. I like it.
This one's pretty good. Next, we've got Hawatari Nyoku Senti. All right, let's see if I can spell that.
That's like, I can't even highlight that though right now. I want to, but it's not letting me.
If you just type into YouTube Hawa, it like pops up like almost instantly.
Okay.
I think I know this song because I've been listening to a lot of the anime. I said it on our 3x3s. I've been listening to a lot of anime opening and endings this past year. And so, like, I definitely have heard a lot of these through that more than actually
I've,
when it was airing.
I've got an ad, so I haven't been able to hear it yet.
Oh, this was a good one. I don't think you're gonna like it, but I love this one. Oh yeah, this one was insane.
This is like one of the first ones.
Yeah, I think this was one of the. I think this was number like 3 or 4.
Number 3, it looks like.
Oh, this is a sick song. Actually, I do like this one.
Okay, this one's not bad.
Koi Kogari from Demon Slayer
I gotta type that one.
is the next one. I'm trying to not get the full endings. I'm trying to get the ones that just played. Koi, Koi, Kogari.
Yep. Oh, this isn't bad.
Yeah, I remember this one. It's okay.
And
It's
then-
ending songs. The problem is like Chainsaw Man, Zom 100, and the next one I'm about to look up, Oshinoko. Those are the ones that actually I think like had really good endings. Everything else was like it's an ending song, whatever. But like, if this is the song I think it is, which I'm pretty sure it is, I've listened to this song like a billion times. Yeah, this one. This has got my vote 100%. The song is
I'm trying to
phenomenal.
find it. It's not showing it.
Absolutely phenomenal song.
The Oshinoko one?
Yeah, 100%. That
I'm
anime
trying
knocked
to-
it out of the park with its openers and endings. Hey, what's going on, Peachy Lover? Welcome in. That is, I just played all the endings. I actually looked them up. So far, you've only missed, we voted on voice actors so far, and that's about it. But, yeah, are you up there and voting? Come on by.
Oh, I remember this one.
This one is
Yeah, this one was
fantastic.
good.
Like,
This one is good.
was Rei Takahashi there? No, Rei Takahashi was not there. Here, I can show you. So we did the English voice acting, which is these ones on screen now. I voted for Lexi Nieto from Tomo-chan.
I voted for Johnny Yongbosh.
Yeah, and then
Ichigo Kurosaki.
and for Japanese, I voted for Yuichi Nakamura for Gojo, and Erica voted for Atsumi Tanizaki, who is the Spy X Family Anya.
Anya.
Yeah, Rei Takahashi is not here. Who did Rei Takahashi play? Because keep in mind that if it's a winter season thing, the winter season is not included in the Anime Awards. They stopped doing that last year to get rid of like recency bias. So yeah, going back to best ending, mine's Mephisto, like Oshinoko,
Matt?
like
Matt.
phenomenal. That's the best thing.
Matt.
What?
Megumin.
Is that Megumin's voice actor?
Uh-huh.
But no, she's played other stuff too last year.
I know she's played under stuff, but Megumin is like one of your favorite characters, so.
Megan, let me get this straight, okay? I cosplay Megumin because it's easy and fun, but she's not even my favorite character in that show.
Bull
She's not.
Twinkies!
Kazuma is my favorite character in that show.
I call Bull Twinkies
No.
because you love the movie with her.
No, the movie was good and the spinoff
And the
was
TV
good.
show. Yeah.
It was good, but without Kazuma,
Oh,
it's not
she-
as good. Kazuma
she
makes
played-
that show what it is, and that's
So,
why I think he's
It
the best
says
character.
Ray here played. It said Ray here played Hoshino in Oshinoko.
Oh, that's right. She did play. She
She also did Hell's Paradise as the ninja girl.
Oh shit! Did she really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she
Yeah.
wasn't on there. Actually, that's a good point.
She
Peachy
also
Lover.
she also did Tomo-chan as a girl. Like
No,
she's
she didn't.
Tomo.
She's not Tomo. We just
says
I
here.
voted for Tomo and it was a different person. Hold on, go back.
Was it? Okay, it's saying. Hold on. Listen, this is the list I got. So.
Oh, never mind. I voted for her English actor. That's why. Her Japanese wasn't on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
She
right.
did
She
a
is
lot
in
of shit.
Japanese.
A Galaxy Next Door. Like she did a ton of stuff. She's Kaoru in Rurouni Kenshin.
That's right. I remember hearing her and being like, "This is definitely Megumin's voice actress." But yeah, I mean, I don't know. These are the ones they picked, and going by the people that they picked, you can tell they went with just like who is popular.
Matt.
So
She played one of the maids in Akiba Maid Wars.
No shit. Which maid did she play?
She didn't even play a main character. She played the Foxy Vixen manager.
Oh my god, that's so funny. All right, so I voted for Mephisto. What are you voting for, Erica?
I am voting for. I'm actually gonna vote. Oh, this is tough. I liked them. A lot of them are really good, and after listening to the game, Mephisto I'm leaning towards because it reminded me of it.
Mephisto is the greatest ending of last year, for sure. I can't think of
really
another one that's better. And on this list alone, we just listened to all of them, and they also weren't, like, the greatest.
Okay.
Hey, welcome in, Rosuke Hero. You voted already? Nice, nice. Remember, you can vote every single day for the next 10 days. Right now, we here on Nerd Crew are voting. We're putting our votes in. So far, we're only on number 3, and we're about to go to the best opening.
Oh, there's such a good list!
We're going to see right here. Yep, we got Idol from Oshinoko, which I don't even think we have to play these. But for you guys, just so that everyone at home can hear, I'll look up each one in sequence.
Can they hear it from you?
Yeah, they should be able to.
Okay, because I couldn't hear it from my end, so...
Make sure... Well, let me know, chat, if you can hear it or not. I have it playing through my computer, so you should be able to hear it.
Their platform?
No, I don't want your ads, YouTube! Get out of my face!
I'm gonna listen to them.
Listen to the ads?
No.
This is...
You see me?
This song is good, man.
Which one, Idol?
Yeah, like...
I know!
I think if I remember correctly, I listened to this at work literally yesterday.
Like, I'm getting hyped.
It is a hype fucking song, dude. Like, I don't know. We got Ryosuke in here saying Kickback and JJK opening 3, but I'm sorry, man. I don't think that's the case. But we'll go to the next one. Innocent Arrogance by Heavenly Delusion.
The Kickback one is not bad, though. I won't lie. Heavenly Delusions. Innocent Arrogance. I think I remember this one.
This one is sick as hell too. And see, I've also heard all of the full versions of all these songs, not just the opening version, so I got a little bit of bias from that, I will say. But let me see if I can find the... It's hard finding just the openings and not the fulls, because I listen to the fulls. But yeah, this one's fucking sick. But I will say the long version of this is kind of just like the same thing, whereas like Idol, Kickback, I haven't heard actually all of Song of the Dead. And the other ones, they actually have like differences in theirs. Whereas this really is just like, what you hear is the whole song. Which I can appreciate, but... Oh, this is gonna be the hardest fucking category. I'm gonna have to skip it and come back.
No! We need to decide. I hate to say this, but I'm already slightly biased because you already know what my favorite one is.
Yeah, I know. We're about to... Oh, no, we're not there yet. Next is Kickback.
Although I do love this only because I laugh because someone made that stupid hot dog Disney reference in this damn thing, and it makes me laugh every time.
Yeah. This song is... I will say, this song is sick, but the full version of this has a very, very weird fucking turn, and it has a very weird video. We're not on Best Waifu yet, Peachy Lover. Calm yourself. But yeah, Kickback is a good song, but it is really weird. Like, Idol, the whole thing is just amazing. Innocent Arrogance, the whole thing is very, like, standard, which I like. Kickback gets very fucking weird. Next is Song of the Dead, which I have not heard the entire song. I've only heard the opening version.
But I love this one!
At least I think I haven't. There's an English cover already on YouTube, too. But this one might get it from me over Idol just because it really is, like, a fantastic fucking
It really is,
song.
though.
I just wish I had heard the whole thing. And the video to go with it is actually, like, really sick.
That's it, though. It's just perfect together. But this is the one I like, even before, talking about before we saw that the votes were out, I told you that if this song was there, I was picking it. I'm sticking by it.
Okay. So we already know Erica's vote is Song of the Dead. I'm leaning towards that, but Idol is also really good. And I will say the next one, Where Our Blue Is, if this is the song I think it is, Where Our Blue Is opening. I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm thinking of.
I think you liked the Hell's Paradise one, though, too, so...
I mean, I like literally all of these songs. So like liking is out of the picture at this point. It's what do I like the most? Oh yeah, this is a good song too.
I can't remember what the blue one is.
This is the one. This is the opener with the first core of Jujutsu Kaisen,
Season 2.
where with the girl.
Yep, the prequel,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah, this is
this
a
one was
good one.
good.
This is a good one. And the last one is
Still
Work.
not as hyped about the other ones.
Hell's Paradise. This one also I've heard the whole thing. This one is a pretty sick song as well. They're all just hype as shit. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's it.
Music, anime opening music this year is probably the best year it's ever been. Because there's a lot of songs that aren't on this list that I would say like they could have. This could have been a 10 song category easily. Yeah, this was a good one too.
Definitely. Now, like you said, this, like someone said though, we're not just basing this on the songs; we're basing it on the whole opening.
Yeah,
so,
that's why I haven't been looking at the whole songs. And you're right. So if I'm basing it purely off just the opening part, I don't know. It's really tough. Because I really liked Heavenly Delusion, I really liked Oshinoko, and I really liked Zom 100.
I'm definitely going for Zom 1. It's honestly, after listening to Idol, it was gonna be a tough call. Idol is fantastic, and that first song right then and there just hyped me up all over again, reminding me of it.
Yeah.
Makes me want to watch it again. But continuing when we started watching Zom 100 again, just that whole opening song makes me just like groove and dance and just makes me cheery, and I love the whole entire sequence of it all. So I am definitely picking Song of the Dead, but Idol is a very close runner up.
What about you, chat? Because Ryosuke earlier said Kickback and JJK opening 3, but that's 2. So you had to have picked one if you voted today. So what did you actually vote for? And Pichu Lover, same thing. What did you actually, if you're voting right now, what are you actually voting for? That's what I'm more curious about, because I don't know, man. It really is between Song of the Dead and Idol. I did really like Where Our Blue Is, but out of all the JJK openings, it's not my favorite. I still like the first one the best. So
Alright.
Ryosuke put Kickback and Pichu put Idol.
Yeah, the movie scene montages in Kickback were absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
Like, well, hysterical. Some of them are just like fun references. Like, hey, I know that scene.
I think I'm gonna have to vote for Idol only because I literally
get the fuck out.
I've literally listened to Idol about probably 70 times this year because the song was so good. And actually, Idol is one of the reasons I started listening to anime openers this year or this past year. So I'm gonna go for Idol, Oshinoko. That shit was just fantastic. Yeah, welcome in, Locke. We're voting on the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. You don't really watch anime, so you can just sit back and laugh at us weebs if you want. Yaosobi is the current anime opening queen. Yeah, I noticed that. That name keeps popping up here and there. That name, I didn't realize it until I started getting more into openers in 2023. And I started seeing that name pop up more and more. And I was like, oh, shit, I didn't realize I did this song or this song. So, and I've been telling Erica, too, when we watch anime together, I'm starting to pick up faint things about certain openings that I'm like, I think this is the same group that did this one. So, like, I'm starting to recognize, like, the speech patterns and stuff. I may be wrong sometimes, but, like, a lot of times you can actually tell. Like, there's some good stuff there. So, yeah, I'm voting for Oshinoko. We're going on to the next category. That was such a hard fucking category. Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
All right, best score. We've got Oshinoko again. We've got Attack on Titan Final Season, The Final Chapter Special 1. Bocchi the Rock. Chainsaw Man. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Swordsmith, Village Arc, and Suzume. Now, I haven't seen Suzume or Bocchi.
I have an issue with this, though.
So, this is best score. Remember, that's the music inside the show, not the music outside the show.
But you have five TV shows and one movie, and that movie had an entire orchestra and things like that, like really putting into the work on the musical score. Because I've listened to some of it, I've seen only a little bit of the movie itself, but I remember the music bit by bit, and it was good. But again, I feel like that's just a little. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I feel
So I
like
have
they
two
should have
things
done.
to say. First off, yes, Ryosuke, we are going backwards because we want to do Anime of the Year at the end of the stream. But also, two, to your point, Erica, I said this kind of a little bit at the Game Awards when we voted Best Score back then. When people were trying to convince me to vote for Zelda, I was like, I am tired of orchestral stuff for games and anime. Like, give me something unique, give me something new. And that's why last time I had voted for something else. So this time, same thing. Even if I had watched Suzume, I probably wouldn't vote for it because it's like, at this point, to me, orchestral music is just like background noise in most of these things. I don't even think about it. But like, for me, just I'm trying to think of like the actual scores for these shows, and I'm having a hard time because
Can you play? Can we play some?
I don't remember. Like, I remember some of the Oshinoko stuff. I remember a little bit of the Demon Slayer stuff. I really can't remember Chainsaw Man's background music, like, at all for some reason. Like, any of it. And then on Attack on Titan, honestly, I was so glued to the fucking TV, I don't remember the music behind there. I just remember, like, the action sequences, the acting, the fucking, the art, like, everything about it, but for some reason, the score is just, like, over my head. So I literally cannot remember it almost at all.
I'm trying to listen to a little bit of it.
Ryosuke is saying that Attack on Titan should get it because he's the Japanese Hans Zimmer. Fair enough. And yeah, it says specials, but I don't think that's like a separate thing. I think it was just called the final chapters. I think they're calling it special 1 because it was broken into multiple parts. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one because I have a hard time. Recollecting my thoughts when it comes to score, because if it doesn't make like a real big impact on me, it just is background noise. So I don't know for this one.
Oh, you might want to try and see if you can find the Attack on Titan one.
Yeah, should I try and look it up?
Hold on. If I've got the right one, maybe not. This might be season.
That's the
4.
thing. It's Attack on Titan, final season. I'll just put final season score. Let's see what it gives me.
Yeah, final season OST.
Because if this is chapter 1, this isn't the true ending. This is what was before it. So this isn't like the final fight and all that stuff. That's where it also gets confusing, and that's why I think Attack on Titan's definitely going to lose this category, because of its stupid fucking naming. People are going to get confused, and they're going to be like, I don't remember, so whatever. Because, like, right now I'm looking it up, and I'm only finding, like, actual final season stuff. And that's not what this is. I remember the final season stuff, and that was pretty good. But yeah, for this one, I honestly, I can't even, like, recall what the fuck the background music sounded like. Why am I call it the true ending because it's technically a different ending than the manga, because everyone bitched so much that they pressured the fucking author into making a new ending, which, I mean, it worked, but it's a dick move on the fans' part, in my opinion. But so yeah, I can't vote for Attack on Titan. I can vaguely remember some of the Oshinoko stuff, and that was pretty good. I do feel like they use the opening song a lot in the score part of this show, which kind of hypes it up a little bit. And then Demon Slayer always has good score.
I was listening to the score of Oshinoko, and a lot of it's more violin than anything.
Oh yeah, let me look it up. Oshinoko score. Completed soundtrack. That's probably it, right? It's so loud. This is my problem with scores. Is like, I don't even remember half of these noises. Some of them I do. I think I'm gonna vote for Demon Slayer.
I'm listening to Demon Slayers now, and I'm leaning towards that as well.
Because I remember a lot of Demon Slayer's background noise and stuff, and I think that alone gives me kind of the edge to vote for it. So I'm gonna vote for Demon Slayer. Personally, I don't think it's gonna win, but I think I honestly, I have a feeling Bocchi the Rock might win because it's a music anime, and people loved it, but I don't know if enough people watched it to vote for it is the problem. So, because I didn't even watch it yet. It's on my very long backlog. All right, next is Best Anime Song, which
I already know what.
I don't know, like, why. I don't know why they would have Best Anime Song and then Best Ending and Opening, and they have the same fucking songs on here. So
I already know what it's gonna be because no other choice on there but Idol.
yeah, it's gonna be Idol. This is an easy vote. Idol Oshinoko next. Must protect at all costs character. Okay.
Oh.
Let's see. We got Anya Forger and Boji, who were, I'm pretty sure, both on here last year. Bochi, Miri Unasaka. I'm assuming that's the kid in Buddy Daddies. I didn't watch that show. Pochita, the little chainsaw dog. And then Suletta Mercury. I don't even know what this is. Oh, the girl from Gundam. Okay.
I was gonna say.
I don't know. Ryosuke just goes, thing is, Pochita's technically dead already, so...
Yep.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I'm glad chat's here to set it straight. I don't know, man. This category just seems like a bullshit phone it in, like, who's the cutest character kind of thing. And honestly, I don't really give a shit about any of these characters. Like,
I really liked Buddy Daddies. I thought it was cute.
You watched it?
So, yeah, I did.
It wasn't just a Spy Family ripoff?
I'm not saying that. Because they work together, so they don't know, and they're both technically assassins.
Peachy
well,
goes,
not assassins.
Pochita can technically protect itself, so he voted for Anya. Anya
would be probably the way to go. She's very cute, but...
Did Anya win last year? I thought Bochi won last year.
I think Boji won last year, but I think they separated it.
I think they did. I think you're right. I don't know, man. This category fucking sucks.
Don't let Anya win twice in a row. Oh, Anya did she? I'm going Miri.
I'm voting Pochita just because. Fuck this category. That's why. This category's dumb. They need to get rid of it and put in other categories. Best supporting character. Oh, no, bro.
Why?
Alright, so first is Arataka Reagan, which... I didn't realize Mob Psycho 100 Season 3 came out last year. That must have been a winter thing. I haven't watched Mob Psycho still, so I'm sorry. I know Ryosuke's over here yelling it in the chat, but I haven't watched that show yet, so I can't vote for it. Hanji, come on, guys. That is a great supporting character, I will say. That is a phenomenal supporting character through and through. Like... Everything about her was perfect. She was a great supporting character. Kana Arima.
I just heard about him. Power is up there. I like her. She's a fun character.
Power's a shitty supporting character, though.
Okay.
She's more of a main character. That's why I wouldn't consider her a support character. She basically is. She's one of the. You know how every like shonen show has like. The three, the Sanin. She's one of them, so why would she be a supporting character?
But I also don't get why Gojo and Geto are here. I wouldn't really consider them supporting characters because in that whole first half, they were like main characters.
So I would consider them supporting characters for the show as a whole, but since they're clearly using Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, I agree with you. They are the main characters of that season. They're the they're supporting characters for all the other seasons, but for this season, I mean, one could argue if they're saying the entire season 2, because we're on season 2 right now, right? What are we on now? Is it season 3? Is that what we're on right now?
No, I think we're still on season 2.
Let me look it up real quick.
I'm pretty sure we're on season 2. Ooh. Anyway, it just doesn't feel to me like in this reference that they're supporting characters. I feel like they're main characters.
Yeah, so you're right. We're on season 2 right now. So if you're including the entirety of season 2, in the first part, yes, they are the main characters, but in the second part, they go back to being supporting characters, because the second part is all about Yuji and, I would say it's mostly about Yuji and Megumi, really. Like, the other characters are all kind of, like, supporting them in different ways, but those two are, like, the main characters. And, I mean, I don't know, you could actually argue Gojo is still a main character, because... Up until when he gets trapped, he's still kind of, like, in it.
Who are you voting for?
I think I'm going to vote for Hanji.
I am, too, because I liked... She was a great character. but I liked her ending.
Yeah. Kana is a good supporting character, I will say. You are correct. Gojo is the character, you're right. Yeah, I agree with that. Kana it does have really good interactions with both of them. She's a good supporting character. She kind of feels more main character-ish at times, but maybe later on she becomes more of a supporting role. But I'm going to vote for Hanji. I think the whole time she's been a great supporting character. She has really great lines. She has really good, like, character development. She goes from being just, like, a kooky, weird, like, crazy person to being like an actual important member of the team and everything like that. So I'm gonna go for Hanji for sure.
Me too.
All right, next is best main character.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go. This is a good category. We got Denji, not a good main character. Eren Yeager, I think I'm tired of him winning stuff. Bochi, again, I haven't watched it. Luffy, fuck One Piece. Shigeo Kageyama, Mob, I haven't watched it. Thorfinn, baby, here we go. Finally, some Vinland Saga 2 love. This is what I wanted. You know what? I'm going to say it. I'm pissed that the opening and ending for Vinland Saga 2 was not in either one of those categories. Now that I know that Vinland Saga Season 2 is technically part of this Anime Awards and not the next ones, because I can't remember when did Vinland Saga Season 2 come out? Was that fall?
Know.
I can't even remember anymore. But either way, the opening and ending for that, so good. So good. And the full songs for them are also good. So yeah, Thorfinn's getting my vote. Vinland Saga needs to win stuff because that is a phenomenal anime and just an amazing manga, and it needs more recognition. Even though it's got a good amount online, it needs more. We need more recognition for Thorfinn and more recognition for Vinland Saga, for sure. All right. Next, I'm sorry, I didn't even ask. Erica, what are you voting for?
I don't want to tell you.
You're voting for Luffy?
Yes.
Come on, he's such a shit main character.
I didn't like the other ones, and the other ones I don't know.
Eren Yeager's better than Luffy.
I am not picking Eren Yeager. I still think he's trash.
Anyway, all right, next. Best slice of life. Now, before going into this category, I would have assumed I didn't really watch a lot of Slice of Life, and now after seeing this, I realize I really didn't watch Slice of Life because I didn't see literally any of these shows. So I can't even vote. So, I don't know. Erica, did you watch any of these?
I watched 3 of these. 2. Oh, goodness.
Okay, so let me go through them then. So we got Bocchi the Rock, Do It Yourself, Horimiya, The Missing Pieces, Insomniacs After School, My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999, and Skippin' Loafer. Which ones did you watch?
So I watched Horimiya and Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999, which is the one I am voting for.
Okay.
I really enjoyed both, and I have seen clips of Skippin' Loafer to know if I watched it, I would have liked it as well. But I've heard also amazing things about the Insomniacs After School. I just had never got a chance to watch it, which is my own fault.
Pause for 1 second. I gotta address the chat real quick. They're screaming Luffy's name right now. You're right. Luffy is Pirate Goku, and guess what? Goku is also a trash fucking character. Terrible main character. Fuck them both. And then the next part is, he said the same thing I did. I thought I watched Slice of Life, but looking at these choices, I guess I just didn't. So he's voting for Horimiya because I'm guessing that's what he saw.
Fuck him.
I will vote with you for My Love Story if that's what you're going to vote for.
I appreciate it.
I'll give you guys the vote for that one. Next is Best Drama. We got Oshinoko, which was a fantastic drama.
God.
I think a lot of people got pissy because the first episode was so good and then it kind of petered a little bit, but I still liked the drama aspect of the rest of it, so I think it was pretty good. Attack on Titan, final season, final chapter, special 1.
I don't know if I consider that drama.
I
feel like there's still more...
It's a tough show to categorize is the problem, but it is technically a drama. Then you've got Heavenly Delusion, which was, holy shit, it was not a drama, it was a mystery.
Yeah, it really was. And, trying to figure out in the end, which part is like
I still don't get it, but I loved it.
I had solved it, but they never explained it.
Well,
So
because
I had to figure it out for myself.
it's probably going to get a season 2, I'm assuming. Then you got My Happy
Still.
Marriage, To Your
Yes.
Eternity
Oh my
season
God.
2.
No, stop. My Happy Marriage is, and it's not a slice of life because it has like a bit of fantasy on it, but it is absolutely adorable. I love it, but it definitely has drama to it.
Is this the live action thing you've been watching too?
No, that's Marry My Husband.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's based on a manhwa. Totally different. This one they did make a live action of it though, but it is really good, but it's definitely more. A lot of ladies are gonna vote for it.
Yeah. Then you have To Your Eternity season 2. I saw season 1 and I didn't want to watch season 2 because season 1 was just basically cry porn, the anime, and I was like, I'm done with this. I don't need any more of this. And then finally we have Vinland Saga season 2, which is definitely a drama. Okay, season 1 I would have argued against 100%. That is not a drama anime, but season 2 was very dramatic and very awesome. So for me personally, this is tough because Vinland Saga, Heavenly Delusion, I could see it being kind of a drama, but I really thought it was more of like, it was weird, man. Heavenly Delusion felt more like a mystery slice of life than anything else, in my opinion. But Vinland Saga season 2 was without a doubt a drama, and Oshinoko was without a doubt a drama. So if I'm gonna vote, it's gonna be for one of those two. Because I haven't watched My Happy Marriage.
Yay, Peachy Lover voted for My Happy Marriage! That is totally fine. It is a really good one.
Do you recommend it, Peachy Lover? Is it that good?
It's good. It really is.
Yes, remember, you have no enemies. Vinland Saga Season 2, man, that shit was amazing. The whole anime fandom was like, I don't think people are going to like Season 2 after Season 1 was so epic and like action-packed. But Season 2 pulled all the stops out. Like, it had still good action and everything, but generally speaking, it was a drama. It was Thorfinn dealing with his like PTSD and shit, and that was just and if you read the manga, like some of the panels in the manga when they translated over, I was like, God damn, they did it right. I was really afraid they were going to CGI some of those scenes, and they didn't, and I'm so happy they didn't. They didn't CGI it to death.
And because you weren't able to watch My Happy Marriage with me because our Netflix on our TV wasn't working, so I watched it on my phone, but of course we couldn't do that.
Oh, it's a Netflix show?
It is, so that's why you were on watching. Otherwise, I would have asked you to sit down and watch it with me, because I don't know if you would have liked it as much, but I think you would have enjoyed at least a little bit of it.
Because, I mean, I don't hate, like, romance and, like, slice of life and
I know, after the anime you showed me?
Yeah, like, so me and Eric have been doing this thing where we're going back and picking anime that one of us has seen that the other one hasn't, and we're kind of showing each other. Right now, I've been watching Card Captors for the last, like, fucking year because that shit's so long. It's so good. It's good. It's a good old anime, but like, goddamn, you picked like the longest one to start with, and I've already got Erica through 2 different shows now. I got her through Overly Cautious Hero because it was funny and had a really good twist, and then I picked
MMO Junkie.
Yeah, Recovery of an MMO Junkie because I figured she would like that one because she's getting into World of Warcraft. I was like, she might like MMO Junkie because of that, and then I remembered it also had more of a seeable twist, but definitely
Card Captors, a mystic adventure.
Hey, you're gonna get us fucking DCM striked or whatever. Stop singing.
An old opening. It's not going to.
But yeah, I'm voting for Vinland Saga Season 2. Erica said she's voting for Happy Marriage. I think Oshinoko, you could argue, might be a better drama than Vinland Saga, but Vinland Saga, I feel like Oshinoko really was trying to play on more of the mystery and like more of the like what's gonna happen next and very high schooly angst shit, which we get a lot of, especially in the drama category. But Vinland Saga was really like just like dealing with real like human emotions and problems, and I cannot wait for season 3 whenever that comes out because it's just gonna get even better. And then season 4, which is probably going to be where I am currently in the manga, is going to be just like a culmination of just everything. It's going to be fantastic. I can't fucking wait. So yeah, Vinland Saga Season 2, that's going to be it. Next category is Best Fantasy. We've got Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Swordsman Village Arc, Hell's Paradise, Mashal, Magic and Muscles, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation Season 2, Ranking of Kings, The Treasure Chest of Courage. Is that? I'm assuming that's a movie. The Ancient Magus Bride Season 2. I forgot that even fucking came out, dude. I totally forgot Magus Bride came out.
I've been watching it. It's good.
Oh, you have? Okay. I wasn't really a huge fan of Season 1. Going through these, I will say I have technically watched...
Season 2 is much better,
I have technically
honestly.
watched all of these to an extent, but I didn't see Season 2 of Ancient Magus Bride, and I didn't see... I'm assuming that's a movie for Ranking of Kings. And I also wasn't sold on Ranking of Kings as much as everyone else was. I'm going to be honest with you. I think some of the characters, especially Bochi, kind of annoyed me a lot. Or not Bochi, what is his name? Boji?
Oh.
So I was just kind of like, I don't know. It's whatever. Him and the little shadow guy, I just wasn't sold on. But Mashal, Magic, and Muscles, I did see the first, 3 episodes, and I was like, this is the stupidest fucking show in the world. I don't know why it's taking off as hard as it is. Maybe I should have given it more time. But, I'm, sitting there. I'm seeing how much it's exploding now, and not just because of the new opener. Even before that. It got a Season 2 very quickly because it is super popular, and I'm like, what do people love about this show? Is it just because it's funny? I guess.
I don't share your non-love relationship with Bochi. Bochi is adorable. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you even see Treasure Chest of Courage?
Not that one, but I did watch the whole first half, the whole season.
Well, that's not what we're voting on, unfortunately. We're voting on whatever the fuck this is. Let me actually click on it. What does it say? Yeah, this kind of looks like it's a movie.
I think it's an OVA.
It could be an OVA. Maybe that's just what it's called. Is that its real name? You know, sometimes they give you ranking.
No, Ranking of Kings is Ranking of Kings. And that was a year or two ago when the first Ranking of Kings came out. This, I believe, is an OVA of some kind. Or second season.
I'm going to look it up real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah, Ranking of Kings is the standard name.
Here we go. IGN. It's anime. Yes, thank you. It's essentially an anthology with each of its 10 episodes divided into 2 unconnected tales. Oh, I see. Yeah, it is like an OVA. It's just a bunch of random stories put together. Okay. And that's what they're saying is best fantasy? Just a random fucking grouping of stories? Get the fuck out of here with that. Anyway, going back. So I've seen Demon Slayer. That was good. Hell's Paradise was pretty good. Hell's Paradise was good, but it has it was very fast paced and it had good moments, but overall I don't think the anime is that great. Mushoku Tensei Season 2, damn, I wish Season 1 was here because that'd be an easy slam dunk. Season 2 was great, but it was a lot slower. But if we're voting on best fantasy, I do think it's the best fantasy anime still. Personally, I think it really takes its time with its world building. I do think it was a little slower this season, which was a little annoying, but yeah, I don't know. Just everything about it, from it's the creatures they introduced in this one and just the storylines. You know, going into this new world with the school, and now you're seeing other races and other demons and stuff coming out. It really does build its world very well. So I'm gonna still have to go for Mushoku Tensei for sure. That's gonna be my vote.
I love the first half. The second half was just, I don't know, it was a little slower for me. So,
I mean, yeah, Rudy's handling his depression, but you got to remember, chat, Vinland Saga 2. So was Thorfinn, and they did it in a much better way where they didn't focus. The great thing about Vinland Saga is Thorfinn is the main character. But when they're dealing with his depression, it's not just him, the 100%. It's all the characters around him helping him through it by not even realizing they're helping him through it. You know what I mean? Whereas with Mushoku Tensei, it was just this entire cat and mouse chase between Rudy and I can't remember her damn name, the elf girl. I can't remember her
I
name. Holy shit.
I really like the whole School of Magic with the second season of Ancient Magic, right? But here's the thing: it's the same thing in Mushoku Tensei. They have almost, it's a School of Magic and things like that. And Mushoku Tensei's stuff is really good, so I
Silky.
am
Thank
leaning
you.
towards it. But I won't lie, I also really liked Hell's Paradise. It was a unique twist. Totally took me by surprise when we watched it, and always waiting for the next episode.
Yeah, I think that should belong in the action category over fantasy, though. I think that's
Yeah,
why.
I
And
can
I
see
don't think
that.
it's the best action, unfortunately, but it belongs in that category at least. So I'm voting for Mushoku Tensei Season 2. What are you going to vote for?
I think I'm gonna go Mushoku Tensei.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, next category Best Action. And Hell's
Ugh,
Paradise isn't even in here. Attack on
what the
Titan,
heck?
final season, the final chapter, Season 1. Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, The Separation. Chainsaw Man. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Swordsman Village Arc. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, which, if you look
Bleach,
at the
woo!
picture, this is looking like it's the entire Season 2, not just the beginning part. And then One Piece. You know what I don't like about One Piece too? Not to keep harping on it, but I hate that when they put it in these categories, they don't put like an arc name or like a season name. Does it just
Yeah,
not have seasons?
it does. It has arcs. It has several arcs.
So why don't they put that? Why do they
I
just say
don't
One Piece?
don't know. Probably because they don't stop, and they go from literally one arc to the next without even actually really pausing. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
I
why you
won't
get shit
lie.
like Attack on Titan, the final season, chapter 517.5, subsection G. You know what I mean? Like,
I
that's why they put shit like that.
Because yeah, so I won't lie though. From the recent arc of One Piece, their fighting scenes have been really good, like really
Mhm.
good. However, I still I've still really enjoyed Demon Slayer, like the
Mhm.
whole entire thing. Besides, like the first episode is basically action, and it's just fantastic. Like first two
Yeah.
episodes, I think,
So I'll
and
say
the
this.
entire thing.
I'll
Yeah.
say this for One Piece. I wouldn't even consider it an action anime. It's an adventure. Like, if you really think about it, it's an adventure anime. So it's like Hell's Paradise. It shouldn't have been in the
I can
fantasy
see that.
category. One Piece shouldn't be in the action category. Demon Slayer, you're right, had a lot of good action. I will say though, generally, I remember watching the Swordsman Village arc and being a little underwhelmed with some of the stuff, especially when they randomly decided to CGI the fish for some reason. And just generally, some of the fight scenes were better than others, so it wasn't like a whole 100% like full throttle. Um, the final chapters for Attack on Titan really did have a lot of good action in them, I will say. But Attack on Titan always has
But
good action. Like
but this is
they've been.
chapter one though, right? Or is this like the final?
It says special one, so again, I'm confused what that actually means, but I'm assuming that's not the final. That's them leading up to the final. I think
Yeah.
special one, if I remember correctly, is if I'm
I don't think there was any action in that.
I think it starts. I'm trying to remember. I think special
It
one is up to the point where he becomes the founding Titan,
Yeah,
and then
but I
part
don't
two is from when he's doing the rumbling,
I
and
see and I
then
thought
part three is the finale. That's what I think, but it's very fucking confusing. So that's why it's not getting votes, because they confuse people with their stupid ass naming. And like chat was
yeah.
saying, I mean, Demon Slayer names their stuff perfectly. Swordsman Village arc. Just tell me that. Like, tell me the fucking arc so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I agree.
You know? Like, Jujutsu Kaisen should have just said Jujutsu Kaisen. Well, they do
Very
name it.
long way.
Well, they do name it the Shibuya Incident, and then there's the prequel stuff. But that's why it's saying the whole thing. And if you look at the title card here, it's showing the Shibuya Incident card. So that's why I'm assuming they're talking about the entire season, not just the prequel this time.
I wouldn't say Kaido arc, I would say Wano. That was the whole name of the land,
I think that's
wasn't
what
it?
the internet calls it, is the Wano arc.
Something like that, yeah.
Uh, yeah, season 3 was underwhelming even when they faced against the rank 3. Yeah, Demon Slayer was good. Do not get me wrong, but action-wise, it could have been a little bit better. But that's on the writing. That's not on the animators and stuff. Because even in the manga, like he really does spend like a whole shitload of time chasing the fucking little guy around. Like that didn't need to be as long as it needed to be.
Which one?
When he's fighting the little demon with the giant like boil on his
Oh.
head or whatever. That guy, that annoying guy. So yeah, and then Chainsaw Man, that's another one where I feel like the action was pretty good in that one, but it's not like Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm sorry, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, the action in that show is just top notch. That's getting my vote because even if it wasn't including the Shibuya arc and it was just including the prequel stuff, even the prequel alone, those like what 6 episodes, I think 6 to 8 episodes, even those had better action sequences than all these other shows. And there wasn't even that many in the prequel, if you remember. It was like Gojo and Geto fighting the original guys, then they had to fight a couple hunters, and then they had to fight Toji twice. And that's like all the fights. There's not a lot that I'm remembering. But they were all fantastic. So I'm voting for Jujutsu Kaisen season 2.
I think I'm still gonna lean towards Demon Slayer.
Okay. Alright, next is Best Comedy. Alright, apparently I did not watch a lot of comedies. So, they got Bocchi the Rock, which I didn't watch. Buddy Daddies, didn't watch. Is Buddy Daddies a comedy? Is it funny? Because you watched it.
Buddy Daddies, I liked it. I thought it was really cute. It had its funny moments.
Okay. Then you got Mashal, Magic and Muscles, which again, that is just a stupid fucking show. If you find it funny, you find it funny, but if you don't, it's just not funny. And then you have Spy Family, which I wouldn't consider a comedy. I don't know why that's here.
Would Zom 100 be?
Zom 100 is 100% a comedy. And then Urusei Yatsura?
That was a revival of an old anime.
Yeah, which apparently was good. I didn't watch it, unfortunately. I meant to, and I just didn't get a chance to. My vote's going for Zom 100. It actually is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had, like, belly roll laughing moments in that show. 100%. So, like, if I had to vote for a comedy, it would be this. Like, is it a comedy? There's a fucking shark with, like, zombies inside of it. Like, how is that not hysterical? Like, come on. Let's get real here. Like, the whole show is funny. The only part that gets a little off for me is the guy who is trying to be a comedian. Sometimes he can be a little over the top, but, like, yeah, I would consider this a comedy, 100%. So, that's getting my vote. What about you?
Yeah, same here.
It's a comedy with how the Bond family are with the outside world and each other and Damien and Becky. Okay. I guess. I don't know. I remember watching Spy Family and having a good time, but I definitely didn't, like, laugh
I
all
have
the
to say,
time.
there are some episodes I remember watching a little bit of that did make me laugh. So.
The only one I can fully remember is definitely when Yor kicks that guy into the ceiling. And both of them go, wow. That's like the funniest moment in both seasons.
That's still a funny episode. There is one I've seen clips of with Lloyd and Bond doing an episode together that was just absolutely... It was good, but there were some funny moments in it.
Okay. Alright, we're going to move on to the next category. Oh, excuse me. Best Romance. Alright, we got Horimiya, The Missing Pieces. Insomniacs After School. My Happy Marriage. My Love Story with Yamana-kun at level 999, Skip and Loafer, and Tomo-chan is a Girl. First off, Tomo-chan is a Girl could have been in a comedy, for the record. That was a pretty funny show. But, yeah, this literally is just the drama category, isn't it? Isn't this the exact...
Ichu Lover, I forgot about that episode.
Not
That
drama.
was
Sorry.
hysterical.
What was the other one? Slice of Life? Yeah,
Slice
these
of
are
Life.
literally all the Slice of Life ones, only they chucked in... They got rid
Technically,
of
my
Do It
Happy Marriage
Yourself.
isn't. Yeah, Happy Marriage is not a slice of life, but yeah, it is definitely an adorable freaking romance.
They literally got rid of Bocchi and Do It Yourself from this category and was like, all right, just throw in Tomo-chan and whatever the other one is, My Happy Marriage.
My Happy Marriage, if I had to choose, would probably be my top choice. Tomo-chan was really good. My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level what?
Peachy Lover goes, it's a slice of depression, My Happy Marriage.
Listen, it had a good ending and a cute romance that developed, alright? Same thing with Horimiya, which is also a tough choice to pick.
I
You
didn't
know,
see
it
Horimiya.
kind of started off, it was really cute. Ah, God, this is tough.
This is
Like
easy for me
romance
because
wise.
it's Tomo-chan. It's the only one I've seen, and I actually did enjoy it. So
Okay, I will read the if I read the manga, am I gonna cry? I'm gonna cry, aren't I? All right.
do you have the manga, or did you not buy any of
I
these
do
yet?
not. I do not buy. I do not have the manga. Okay, so if I had to choose for romance, I would probably. Oh, this is tough. It would probably. Oh, this is tough. Ugh. Because now you're making me want to learn more about my happy marriage before I vote on it. So Horimiya is cute. It is definitely a rom com, like
Okay.
straight up rom com, romance comedy. It is fantastic. Uh, but I wouldn't put it on full romance. Uh, Same thing with a lot of these. If I had to pick, I definitely would still put my happy marriage because it develops, because yes, there are a lot of sad moments in my happy marriage, but it develops into a very beautiful romance. My love story with Yamada is really good as well. Oh, this is fucking hard. Ah, eeny, meeny,
Yeah,
miny, mo,
Tomo-chan had
killing
everything,
tiger,
man.
red,
It had
no,
good romance. It had good scenes where you could see the main characters getting together. There was moves made in the first season. Like you didn't have to wait 6 fucking seasons for something to happen.
oh, spells, no.
I did also know that fun fact. Carol's voice actor was both the English and Japanese. It's the same girl that did them both. And she was actually on Trash Taste. She was on a Trash Taste episode where she talked about it.
It.
And they actually, funny enough, they made her whatchamacallit? They made her audition for both. Like she got one of the roles, and then she found out like, oh, I can do the English one too. I'll just audition again, and she ended up getting it as well.
Okay, I still,
Pick
it's
one.
a
You
good
gotta move
slice of
on.
life and my love story! Alright, fine.
All right, my love story with Yamana-kun gets the vote for Erica. Next, best art direction: Oshinoko, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Swordsman and Village Arc, Hell's Paradise, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, and Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead. Damn.
Okay.
Best art. Art. So I'm going to tell you right now, Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer are out. Like right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
People, for some reason, fell in love with Chainsaw Man's art direction, and I don't know why, because honestly, especially in the first like 2 episodes, there's a lot of choppiness in there with like some of the CGI they were using and stuff. But Oshinoko had really good art. Zom 100 had phenomenal art, and Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 had really good art.
The
So,
breathing techniques that they used in Demon Slayer were really good, but
mhm.
I agree, they're definitely not in my top. Oshinoko and Zom 100 are my 2 top ones I'm choosing between.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Uh,
think they both had a really good. Hell's Paradise had some decent art direction. I will say, like the monsters and stuff looked really cool, like the whole like flower monsters and all that stuff. But generally, everything else was kind of like your bog standard. Like, oh yeah, this is another anime about fighting with samurai swords and shit.
yeah.
But Jujutsu Kaisen, you know what it is too. The only reason I feel like I can't give it to Jujutsu Kaisen is because of the fact that with everything going on with the studio and everything behind them, and the fact that they had to rush out a few episodes and they actually released like an unfinished episode, I just physically can't give it to Jujutsu Kaisen because of that. Like that wouldn't be fair to people who actually finished. Like Zom 100 went on indefinite hiatus for like fucking 3 months, and then they pumped out the final episodes and it was like good. You know what I mean? There was no drop in quality. There was no issues with whatever. I don't know what their previous issues were, but they must have been solved, or they must have just gotten through it and finished it. My vote's going for Zom 100. Like I love the art style. I love like the bright, beautiful colors. I feel like anime. There's another anime out now. I wish I could remember which one it is. That kind of is pseudo copying the whole bright colored like poppy look. I just can't remember. Oh, Undead Unluck. I feel like is kind of slowly copying the Zom 100 like bright aesthetic. But
It's still tough because I really liked like the whole uh I don't know, K-pop scene that had to do with like all the those scenes, and a lot of the stuff that they did with Ochinoko was really good. The graphics, the art style, I really enjoyed it. It's
Yeah.
tough. I also really loved Zom 100 for the colorfulness of the whole entire thing. It was absolutely. This is tough. Um,
I'm voting for Zom 100 personally. I think Oshinoko is a very good second, and I have a weird feeling it might win because I have a bad feeling that Zom 100 is not going to win a lot of awards because of the fact
I
that it took such a
know.
long hiatus. I think people are going to be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that show. I didn't end up watching the final 3 episodes because it went on fucking hiatus for 3 months." But if you
Yeah.
ended up watching the rest of it, it's the same thing that happened with Uncle from Another World. That show is fantastic, and it's annoying because it also went on indefinite hiatus for like 3 or 4 months, and just nobody talked about it. And then when the final stuff came out, it was really good, and no one watched it because of
Yeah.
the break. So I'm
I
voting for
can't
Psalm 100 though. I think it deserves it. I think Oshinoko is a
think.
very close second, and I also have a bad feeling that Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 is going to win this award, even though personally, because you know what sucks is the episode they didn't finish is like the most climactic, like best episode, and so it makes you think, man, if they had finished this, what would it have looked like? And I hope that one day they go back for maybe the DVD release or something and finish the episode so you can see what it's really supposed to look like. Because there's so many scenes in that you're like, you could tell it looked unfinished. It reminded me a lot of the Pain fight for Naruto, where you can kind of see little things where it's like, why does this look funny? Why does it look weird? And it's because it feels unfinished. And the same thing with that episode of JJK. It just, if they had finished it, that show would be a 10 out of 10, hands down. But without finishing that episode, it knocks it down a few points. So I'm going
Yeah.
Zom 100.
I think I hate to say this, but I think Oshinoko one's ups Zom 100 for me.
Okay.
Uh, so I'm gonna go Oshinoko.
All right. Next category, best cinematography. This is tough because how do you judge cinematography on animated things? For me, it's usually with like camera angles and lighting. So with this one, they have Attack on Titan season, the final chapter, season 1, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba's Village arc, Heavenly Delusion, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, and then Vinland Saga season 2. Going back a story, Heavenly Delusion should have been in art direction, in my opinion. For best cinematography, this is tough because going off of my own criteria, um, all of these have a pretty good chance, except for Vinland Saga. I think Vinland Saga has some good, like, general art and has very good like wide shot scenes, but when you're thinking of like the camera angles, the different scenes where people are either running, being chased, or fighting, or other action scenes, like Heavenly Delusion had some really good scenes. Even though Chainsaw Man, I wasn't sold on their art style, they also had a lot of really good angles and stuff when they were doing their fighting scenes, especially when Denji starts going into his chainsaw form and just like fucking demons up. Demon Slayer also like had a lot of good camera angles and good lighting. Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, I mean, oh, you know what, I just realized Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 has the bathroom scene. It might be JJK season 2 for me. Yeah, it's a little weird. Oshinoko's not on here as well. I could have seen
What
Oshinoko
the
actually
heck?
instead of Vinland Saga, but
What are you talking about?
so in Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, since you didn't watch it, there's a
I didn't
scene
watch
where
all of it.
Yuji is fighting another character in a bathroom, and they basically keep switching between like first person view and third person view because he's doing a lot of like flips around the stalls, and like there's water going everywhere because like the pipes burst and shit, and like the other guy's like shooting blood at him and stuff, and it's fucking insane. Like honestly, the cinematography in that episode alone is why I want to give it to JJK season 2. As well as again the fight between Sukuna and I don't even know the fucking demon's name, but the other giant demon. Like even though it wasn't finished, that whole fight, all the
So I
scenes in
have
it was
seen cleans.
fantastic.
I have seen clips of that one, and it is really good.
The unfinished one you're talking about, or the bathroom scene?
No, the unfinished one.
Yeah, like
And
even
I
unfinished.
didn't.
That's why I
I
wish they had finished it, man. It would
didn't.
have been so amazing. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think JJK season 2 is going to win it for me on this one. What are you thinking, Erica? You still there? Hold on, Discord's being a butthead. Oh, and you're roboting. You're roboting. Okay. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Oh, now I
Okay.
can hear you.
All right, much better, much better. Okay, so what are you voting for?
Is it me that was coming in and out?
It was both of us. It was Discord being a piece of shit, basically.
Oh, okay. uh, Going off of that one scene alone, it was really good. And the fact that that was unfinished and that they did a lot of other good scenes from what I've heard and a little of what I've seen, I might lean towards Jujutsu Kaisen. But I don't know. Because none of the that and none of the others really appeal to me for cinematography.
Yeah. Oh, I will say too, before I forget, like JJK season 2, I'm starting to remember all the scenes. Like, yeah, man, man, the cinematography's fucking phenomenal in that damn show. Cause like, there's the walking scenes. There's the scenes with May's fight is really good. There's God damn, I can't remember his name right now. The guy that you liked with the glasses.
Nanami.
Yeah, Nanami's fight scenes were fucking amazing. All of them. Yeah, it's got to be JJK season 2. If that doesn't win this category, I'm actually going to be annoyed because out of all these, it deserves it the most. The only thing that could maybe put up a fight because of popularity could be Attack on Titan. I think people might vote popular wise, but I think JJK is going to take a lot of these categories, and this is one that it really deserves, in my opinion. So, what are you voting for, Erica? What's your final say?
JJK.
JJK. And you didn't even see it, and you're voting for it.
I've seen clips.
You've seen enough, yeah. All right. Best Director. We've got Oshinoko's director, Heavenly Delusion's director, Chainsaw Man's director, Bocchi the Rock's director, JJK Season 2 director, and Attack on Titan, The Final Chapter's director. I cannot vote for JJK because, in my opinion, it's usually the higher-ups is the reason why things don't go the way they're supposed to, and I'm just going to assume that the director is part of that. That could be just, me talking out the ass here, but I'm not going to vote for JJK for that. If I have to go for Best Director,
Oshinoko, hands down.
I think Oshinoko had a really good. It must have had a really good director. I think Chainsaw Man's must have been pretty good. Heavenly Delusion, I feel like probably was really good too. So, yeah. I think I'm going to vote for Heavenly Delusion just because I want to see it win something. Alright, next. Best Character Design. Oshinoko, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, JJK Season 2, and Trigun Stampede. Shit, I forgot Trigun Stampede was even an option.
I think that's the second time we've seen it.
That is the second time, but it was a long time ago we saw it. Best Character Design. I gotta say, I know people hated Vash's new character design. I loved it. I thought it was fucking sick. I think all the haters can kiss my ass. Like, that character design was cool. The girl, I can't remember her name right now, but her new character design was awesome. Millions Knives had a weird character design in my opinion, and some of the other enemies did, but generally speaking, the character design was really cool. JJK Season 2, the characters are kind of bland, dude. Like, I don't know. Some of the demons have really cool character designs, but this is Season 2, so you gotta kind of picture, like, the newer things that are coming into the season. And besides Ghetto's, like, weird demon people things that he can summon, and besides a couple other things that were new, the character design was kind of, like, the same, in my opinion. So I can't vote for JJK 2. Same thing for Demon Slayer. Like, the new characters is what I'm basing it off of, and we've seen most of them already. Really, the only characters I remember not really seeing was the demon that splits off into a bunch of demons. We never saw all of his character designs. We only saw his, like, basic one. And then the mask people. like all the actual swordsmiths. Everyone else was just kind of your typical Demon Slayer, you know, stuff. Oshinoko had some good character design. They had really nice bright colors and stuff. And I do find the star eyes very interesting and stuff. That's pretty cool. Little character design. Hell's Paradise had good character design when it came to like the enemies, but the actual like characters themselves, like the main characters, they're all kind of like your bog standard, like, you know.
See, and I didn't think for some of them. I liked quite a few of them.
I mean, they're just people in normal clothes, really. When you think about it, it's just a fantasy anime with people in normal clothes. You know what I mean? A couple ninjas, a couple samurai, one giant dude. You know what I mean? Like it's not really impressing me. Chainsaw Man had some good ones, and mostly with the demons. I will say, like the demon designs in Chainsaw Man were really sick.
Mm-hmm.
But this is tough. I think Chainsaw Man's gonna win personally. I did like Trigun Stampede. I know it gets shitted on a lot, but I do think Chainsaw Man had better character design. So I think I'm gonna vote for Chainsaw Man.
I won't lie, you're right. A lot of the characters, and some of them took me by surprise. With the characters, for Chainsaw Man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really liked Hell's Paradise. This is tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Some of the Oshinoko characters started looking a little bit similar after a little while. It was a little hard for them to stand out. But yeah, for Trigun Stampede, I think they did a really good job with Vash himself. But generally, with a lot of the other character designs, I feel like they could have pushed the envelope a little bit better, and they didn't. So I'm gonna vote for Chainsaw Man. I think that had the best character designs in my opinion. What about you, Erica? What are you voting for?
Ugh, God, I don't know. I think I'm leaning, with the way we talked, and now I'm leaning towards Chainsaw Man.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Best Animation. All right, here we go. Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, JJK Season 2, Mob Psycho Season 3, and Trigun. So I'm going to tell you right now, for animation, you can already knock out Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, JJK, Trigun. All of them are out. Like, I'm sorry, they're all out. Mob Psycho, unfortunately, I haven't seen, but I have heard the animation for that is, like, some of the best in the industry. So it's a fucking shame I haven't seen it, because I feel like I would have voted for it had I seen it. I wish they had put Heavenly Delusion in this. That it's so unfair sometimes, because they definitely go with popularity when there are some shows that don't have a lot of they don't have a lot of popularity, but they deserve to at least be nominated. Because like Chainsaw Man, again, like their animation sometimes was a little like flat and static. I don't know if you noticed that, especially in like the first couple episodes. Like there was a couple times where they're like walking or they're doing like the first fight scene with Denji versus that first demon was like very stiff, is how I would describe it. Demon Slayer, same thing. Like, you know, if they didn't fucking CGI all the demon powers, it would have been better. JJK Season 2, how can you give JJK Season 2 best animation when they didn't even finish an episode? Like, that's just unfair. And then Trigun Stampede, I personally enjoyed some of the animation, but it is strange. It is a strange animation style. I think Orange is doing the best with CGI that's possible at this time, but it's still years away from being what I think people really want. So I have to go for Attack on Titan on this one. What are you thinking on this one, Erica?
Even if it wasn't their full work, Jujutsu Kaisen did a really good job with a lot of their animation.
They did. That's why I wish I could vote for it, but I just personally, like morally, I just feel like it'd be unfair to vote for something because it's the same argument that we give to a lot of these shows that use heavy CGI, and it's so obvious and noticeable. It's like people are like, oh, it looks unfinished. Well, JJK actually had an unfinished episode, and they fucking put it out when they should have just delayed it another week or two, finished it.
Attack on Titan?
So yeah, I mean, it's the only one here that I've watched. Really loved the animation. It looked finished. They definitely steered clear of the CGI after a lot of backlash from the first part of season 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think, and honestly, I wish this was clearer, because if this was just Attack on Titan the entirety of the final chapters, then it would have gotten my vote hands down, because like some of the scenes, especially in the finale, were fucking gorgeous. So if it ends up being a thing again for next year's Anime Awards, if they do like the actual finale, then I will probably be voting for that again, unless something better comes out. But yeah, my vote's going to be Attack on Titan. I just think it deserves it out of these. I think it's... Unfortunately, I think Jujutsu Kaisen's going to win. I think people are going to give it a little bit of the sympathy vote because of all the stuff happening with MAPPA. But Demon Slayer better not win. Like, I'm sorry, but that demon fish... The second I saw it, I was like, whoa, that is just like, why would they do that? Like, they could have easily drawn that. I don't know why they decided to... It's not like it did complicated movements. You know what I mean? Like, I understand why they CGI'd, like, the giant earth snake thing, because it was doing complicated movements. But, like, the fish thing just looked hideous and wasn't really moving all that much. They didn't need to do it. So, it's stuff like that. It's like they make these decisions and, you know, that's what we end up getting. So yeah, I'm going for Attack on Titan. How does a fish move? Well, it had legs, Pichu Lover, if you remember from the fucking from the show. So it can move.
I don't know.
But that's the thing. It just kind of roared and flapped its fins. I was like, why couldn't you have just drawn that? Like, why did you
like
need
a fish?
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't just. Why did you CGI it? Like, there's no reason.
I still can't decide. I may have to skip this and go back to it.
Come on, no skipping. Pick. If you're gonna vote for JJK, vote for JJK. Like, that's fine.
Yeah, I think I am. I know it sounds terrible of me, but
it had phenomenal. That's the thing. It had phenomenal animation. It really should get it. If I just morally feel like I cannot vote for it because of them having an unfinished episode. That unfinished episode.
Oh,
it's just not fair.
Okay, I accidentally clicked previous. Oh, you're gonna be so happy.
All right, I'm ready. Best original anime. Yes, a copy made war. Let's go! Finally, some recognition, man. That show, that I didn't realize that was going to be eligible for this year because it came out last winter, and that show should have been in Best Opener. That I think it had a good ending too. That had phenomenal animation. That had phenomenal art direction. That had amazing cinematography. Why is it not in any fucking categories?
Oh God! As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, look who's gonna be so happy.
I don't even need to see any of this other shit. Akiba Made War. Vote. Let's go. Next category.
It's basically the maids are a mafia group, and it is hysterical.
Pichu Lover, you gotta watch it, dude. It is so funny. It's actually got a great story, and it just it's so underrated, dude. I can't fucking believe
really is.
How underrated that show is. All right, we're moving on to Best Film. I don't even know what Erica voted for. I'm just gonna assume she's voting for Akiba Made War.
I did vote for Akiba.
So Best Film, I didn't see any anime films this year. So if anyone in chat saw any of these and wants us to vote for them, let us know. Because it's Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King,
Out of everything
Blue Giant,
I've heard,
Kaguya-sama, Love is War, the First Kiss That Never Ends, which I didn't realize was a movie. I thought that was the ending of the show. Psychopath's Providence, Suzume, and The First Slam Dunk.
honestly, out of all of these, the one I've heard the most of, seen clips of, and makes me want to watch it a lot more is Suzume.
Oh, that's funny because for me it's Blue Giant. I've seen a bunch of clips from Blue Giant that people are putting out there. But we haven't seen any of these, and Pichu Lover is saying to pick Kaguya-sama, so that's what I'm voting for.
That one? Oh.
It's just, I didn't watch any of them, so I'm going to vote whatever chat wants, you know.
Best new series.
Alright, next. Best new series. Oshinoko, Bocchi the Rock, Chainsaw Man, Heavenly Delusion, Hell's Paradise, and Zom 100. Ooh, this is tough.
I was just thinking that.
I have to think of it as a series. And as a series, I can't vote for Oshinoko because the beginning was way better than the middle of that season. Bocchi the Rock, I didn't watch. Chainsaw Man, again, it's good, but I have my issues with it. Hell's Paradise, again, I feel like Hell's Paradise is decent. You know what I mean? Like, it's a 7 out of 10 for me. Heavenly Delusion, I loved. And Zom 100, I loved. So it's very tough for me.
I already know mine is gonna be Zom 100. Out of all of these, Zom 100 I absolutely still love, and would happily watch from beginning to end again right now if we had a chance.
And again, Akiba Maid War should be here. Like, let's get real here. Because, no, if they're including that in this voting process, it was a new series, and I think they're categorizing this as new series, meaning it's probably going to get a second season, whereas I don't think Akiba Maid War is ever getting a second season.
No,
because it is a complete story, which is another reason why Peachy Lover, you might like it, because it's not, oh, now I'm going to have to wait to see if it ever gets picked up again. It's complete. It's done.
Yeah.
And it's original, so you don't even have to go out, unless maybe they made a manga afterward, but there's no manga or anything for it. For me, this one's Heavenly Delusion, honestly. Like, I really loved Heavenly Delusion. I loved how it ended on, like, a huge cliffhanger. I'm a little scared. Zom 100's ending made me think that they probably won't pick it up for another season, especially since it had, its production issues. But I'm going to vote for Heavenly Delusion. Even though Zom 100's a very close second for me, I did love that show. But for new series, Heavenly Delusion from start to finish had me just hooked. Zom 100, I had a good time. But Heavenly Delusion, I feel like, with its mystery and its intrigue and a lot of, like, the little story elements that were going on, I think that it had me fucking hooked, for sure. So
Zom 100 is definitely my number one. I loved every bit of it, so.
I didn't like the beginning of Oshinoko again. You can't make me feel bad for a character I barely knew by dying in the first episode, but I did enjoy the middle with Akane's situation. Okay, fair enough. And that's true. I mean, they did kind of speedrun, Ai's death and everything like that, so. Alright, next is Best Continuing Series, Attack on Titan, Final Season, the Final Chapter Special 1, Demon Slayer Swordsman Arc, JJK Season 2, One Piece, Spy Family, and Vinland Saga. This one's very hard for me, because it really is between JJK and Vinland Saga. Attack on Titan I could argue as well, but I really, as much as I loved Attack on Titan as a whole, I do think JJK's a better anime than it right now. I know a lot of people might meme that because it's like a shonen and all that shit like that, and Attack on Titan is way deeper, but I really am enjoying JJK Season 2. Like, ever since I first watched the first episode from Season 1, it's been one of those shows that I'm like, I have to go and watch the next episode every time it comes out. And Vinland Saga was such a good show, it made me go read the manga. So, like, that's why I think Vinland Saga has the edge for me. As an anime, I do think JJK Season 2 is slightly better than Vinland Saga, but Vinland Saga as a series is just fantastic. I think I am going to start reading the JJK manga, though, just because the spoilers are fucking everywhere. But I'm going to vote for...
even the artist or the whole guy who's creating JJK is kind of done with everybody's shit, so...
Yeah, I read a thing that said that he's gonna end the series sooner than he wanted to because he's tired of the fandom, basically. Yeah. I'm gonna vote for Vinland Saga Season 2. What are you thinking, Erica?
I'm going Demon Slayer. I have still loved the series no matter what, and I'm still excited for the next one coming.
Yeah, Demon Slayer's gonna pop off, man. When they get to the final, like the actual finale of Demon Slayer, it's gonna break the internet. As long as they don't fumble it and do like a shitty job with. Again, I can already see it. They're going to use a bunch of CGI in certain parts. Listen to me, UFO Table. Just stop. Just draw the fucking thing. Stop using fucking CGI for the demon arts. Because it never looks good. They used it on the Demon Train. And it looked like shit. They used it on Swordsman Village arc. It looked like shit. They need to just take a step back and be like, we'll take our time. We got all this money from the fucking movies. Let's take our time, do it right, and just draw everything. Because if they CGI, I'm not going to spoil whose, but if they CGI a certain person's demon art, it's going to be very ugly and annoying to look at. So I hope they don't do it.
Oh.
But, yeah, so I'm going to vote for Vinland Saga Season 2. Next, anime of the year. Here we go. Wait, this is 24 out of 25. Oh, I see what it means. Okay, anime of the year. Oshinoko. No. Bocchi the Rock. I'm sorry, get out of my face. Chainsaw Man. No. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Village Arc. Fuck no. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Maybe. And Vinland Saga Season 2. Maybe. Those are the two right now to look at. They have everything. Oh man, that's tough. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts, chat? What are your thoughts, Erica? This is a tough category this year.
All of this. So I know you're a big fan of Vinland Saga. I don't know if I could vote for JJK. Honestly, I really liked Oshinoko from beginning to end. There were some scenes where there might have been a little slow, but it was still really good. Mm-hmm. I'm sad Zom 100 is not on here because that would have been my choice, hands down.
Zom 100 and Akiba Maid War should be on here. They should get rid of Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer and put those two in my opinion. Because, again, Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man kind of hurt themselves with their weird CGI that they were using. JJK, again, if we're talking about anime of the year, you got to remember, this is like game of the year. It has to have the full package. So we got to talk about everything. The openers, the endings, the animation, the art direction, the directors, the fight scenes, the non-fight scenes, the cinematography. Like, it has to have everything that's good. And when I think of that, I cannot vote for JJK because they put an unfinished episode out there. Like, for me, Vinland Saga is a 10 out of 10, and JJK Season 2 is a 9.9. And it hurts me because if they had just nailed that episode, and they didn't get rushed, and MAPPA didn't fuck over their animators so hard, then this would be a non-starter category. It'd been like, yeah, it's JJK Season 2, of course. And I still do think that it's going to win Anime of the Year. But it doesn't deserve it. Vinland Saga Season 2 is the anime of this year. Anime of 2023. That show had fucking everything. It had an amazing opener, an amazing ending. It's gripping. It's dramatic. It has great fight scenes. It has amazing dialogue, which is something that a lot of anime struggle with. A lot of anime, in my opinion, that's a lot of their downfalls is the dialogue, because a lot of it's meaningless and a lot of it's just like, we'll defeat them with the power of friendship. Whereas with like Vinland Saga was like getting into like the meat and potatoes of like what is wrong with Thorfinn, why is he the way he is now, and how he confronts all of his conflicts. And so, it's gotta be Vinland Saga for me. Like, there's just no doubt in my mind. I think personally, like I said, I think they shouldn't have even allowed Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 on here. I don't think they should have allowed any MAPPA stuff on here at all. Just for all the bullshit with their studio, they should have taught them a lesson and just cut them out of a lot of these categories just for morality's sake. They could have easily put Heavenly Delusion in here. They could have easily put what's that other show? Akiba Maid War. They could have easily put Mushoku Tensei in here, even though it doesn't deserve Anime of the Year. Season 1 should have deserved it, but it wasn't fucking put in. But Season 2 didn't deserve it. But it still could have gotten a better spot over Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. But that's just my opinion.
I am going for Oshinoko. I never saw Vinland Saga, so I can't take that same opinion. I know Jujutsu Kaisen had its great moments, but got spoiled too much by it, and it just kind of ruined the whole watching thing for me. And that's just personal. Don't know Bocchi. I agree. Demon Slayer. This one wasn't the best out of the ones that they had, and no to Chainsaw Man. So Oshinoko is my only choice. I really, really wish Zom 100 was on there because that would have hands down been my number one choice.
If I had to rate these anime right now, Vinland Saga 10 out of 10, JJK 9.9 out of 10, Demon Slayer 7 out of 10. It's mid. I'm sorry. It's basically mid. It's a mid show. Chainsaw Man, I would give it like an 8 because it does do a lot of creative things, and I did like some of the direction with it, but it's also, unfortunately, and a lot of people said this, like where they cut Chainsaw Man off, they were like, they should have done another 12 episodes and just moved into the next arc, because then it would have just blown up. But unfortunately, I feel like they wasted a lot of time and effort on all those different endings, which were great, but were very unnecessary. They should have taken that time and just produced more episodes. But Bocchi the Rock I didn't watch. And then Oshinoko, I'd probably give Oshinoko an 8, maybe an 8.5 out of 10. It's a good show, and I'd like to see where it's going to go next season. But, like, it's one of those things that, like, I would never read it. Like, if it never comes out with a second season, I'd be fine with that. But I'd like to see it. Whereas, like, Vinland Saga, it's like, dude, I cannot wait for Season 3. Season 3 is going to be fucking awesome. You meet a couple new characters. It's basically Torfinn's redemption arc at that point, so I can't wait for
lover.
it. Yeah, we should have a waifu category, because this whole must protect bullshit category is unnecessary. Oh, well, there you go.
Did I miss one? It says 23 out of...
You must have not voted on a couple, because that's progress.
I'm looking through.
Oh, you can actually get your ballot. Let me download this.
I swear I voted. I'm going through all of them. I voted.
Wow, you can actually download the ballot. Awesome. That's perfect. I'm going to do this. And let's see. Can I share it? Can you share it, please? Oh, here we go. Save as. Boop. Okay. I'm going to post that in the Discord later, and I'll post it on Twitter and stuff.
I did not vote.
All right. I just want to say thanks again for everyone who came out and voted with us and had fun. And I hope you guys voted for your favorite stuff. We might do a stream when the Crunchyroll Anime Awards actually come out. That'll be a maybe, though. It depends, because we did the gaming awards, and I will say that shit took forever. So depending on what time it comes out and what day and stuff, we might watch it live on stream and get people's reactions and stuff. But there's a small chance we might not. But for now, it's kind of mid-January. Unfortunately, Nerd Crew has been taking kind of like a break. We've been doing a little vacations, and we're going to be doing some background stuff. So you might not see a lot of streams from us this month. But just keep an eye out for it. You know, hit the notification bell if you have it. I don't even know what Twitch has. I think it's got a like button or some shit. But we might be live at the end of January, probably the last week. I think is when we'll kick things back off, and then going right into February, and we're going to have some good stuff for you guys this year. So just want to say thanks again for everyone who's out there. If you're watching this on YouTube, if I post it to YouTube, come on over to Twitch, hit a follow. One of our goals this year is going to be starting to dual stream. We're going to try and dual stream on YouTube and Twitch. Once we figure out how to do that, hopefully by the end of this month. And then you might not even have to come over to Twitch. You might be able to just watch us on YouTube when we go live. So until then, until next time, thanks again, everybody, and have a good night. Special shout out to you, Peachy Lover, sticking with us to the end and casting all them votes. Have a good one.
Peachy Lover. Bye.